What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider. My apologies for not having a video maybe the past week or 10 days. I don't know how long it's been. But for the people that really understand my other aspects of my life, you guys know that a little bit of situational drama or whatever kind of creeped in and gave me a lot of stress and anxiety. And I just had to disappear for a little bit because, I don't do so well with anxiety, stress, and aggressive people and situations. I don't do so good with it. But I'm really not up to date on all the complete Raider news, but I still wanted to talk to you guys and say hello and, just basically be a presence in your life because you guys have supported me and been there for me, and I appreciate you. I just got finished making a prayer video for Positive Days on my other channel. You guys can check that out. I think I have the link down below in the description. But let's talk about some Raider news that is going on. And forgive me if I'm not completely up to date because I really have not had the time to follow everything. But I saw a post that Chad Ochocinco is going to be a coach for the Raiders. Is that factual? Or working with Antonio Pierce, is that factual? That's kind of interesting. I think that came out in like mid-February, but I didn't see anything of that till just the other day. And then the quarterback news for the Raiders, of course, is going to be the hot topic or the clickbait or whatever you may say about the quarterback situation. And I've spoken on it on multiple videos, so I don't need to go over it this way, but the Raiders are apparently going to meet, or they did, maybe it was yesterday. Jayden Daniels had a pro day, and apparently the Raiders had a scheduled meeting after the pro day with Jayden Daniels. And then there's a lot of talk of Michael PENIX coming to the Raiders, where the Raiders stay at pick number 13. Hopefully it's not unlucky. But there's a lot of talk about the Raiders, staying pat and not selling the farm to try to get a player who they might not even be able to get, depending on the situation. And there's many of other teams that are trying to move up in the draft to get their player. So it's a very interesting scenario that we could come up with for the Raiders, in terms of the quarterback situation. But the way it's looking, and this is just from my observation, is the minute we signed Gardner Minshew, it's because we had a feeling that Gardner Minshew's going to be the starter. We had a feeling. Yes, we had a feeling, or I believe I had a feeling, that the reason they signed Gardner Minshew was because if all of the scenarios that they have in their head, whether it be moving up, standing pat, if they cannot get their guy, they're not going to settle for somebody else that they don't want. If they cannot get their guy and move up, and if their guy's not available, they want to have other plans. And they believe Gardner Minshew, by signing him, could be our starting quarterback if need be. And of course, publicly, he will compete with Aidan O'Connell and or whatever quarterback we get in the draft. But they knew by signing Gardner Minshew that he's that bridge quarterback that could literally win us maybe half the games of the season, if not more. I mean, he was almost in the playoffs with every team he played for. So, with a better ranked defense and all that, we can compete. I mean, we competed with Aidan O'Connell. He was 5-5 with a little bit of turmoil as well in a couple of his starts with our former coach. So, it's not like we improved our quarterback room, but we added somebody that could be a bridge quarterback for a couple of years until we possibly get our guy or somebody becomes available that we truly want in free agency. And That's their plan, and that's their path. But I do believe they are pursuing to try to move up, but they have a price in their head that it's not worth it. And they also have quarterbacks that they hope fall to 13 that they're looking at. And I guarantee you they have quarterbacks in the second round that they're looking at, or the third round. So they are, in my opinion, going to grab a quarterback this year. I just cannot guarantee at what position and when and where. But we have, like I said, I believe they have the beliefs that Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell can technically compete alongside this rookie quarterback, and whatever happens. And if we name a starter, it might be Gardner Minshew, and that'll be okay. I mean, we all want the promise of a young drafted quarterback that is top notch, and it seems like it might be another year. But hey, anything could happen. It's going to be a wild draft. It's going to be a wild draft. A couple weeks leading up to it, the next 3 or 4 weeks, going to be a wild draft. And hopefully I'll be able to go live with you guys during it, do some Raider recipes, have a good time, celebrate life. And I love you guys. That's my situation on the quarterback. And we're definitely building up the defense. And yeah, I like that. We're going the defensive route. So is this team technically a rebuild? Not on the defensive side of the ball, but it is a rebuild on the offensive side of the ball. It really is. Again, new quarterback. There's probably going to be a new offensive lineman or 2 or 3. Technically not a new running back, but, not the Josh Jacobs that we had. And our wide receivers, again, the Davante Adams situation, there might be happening something there. It might depend on the draft. It might depend on Davante talking to Aaron Rodgers. It can depend on a lot of things. Do I want Davante to be a part of the Raiders? Of course I do. But let's be honest, we're going in different directions, and if we do want to get our franchise quarterback or something like that, I mean, there's an opportunity, if any team is willing to take Davante Adams in a trade and take on his contract, and we can move up to that spot in the draft or whatever and then make it work from there. I mean, I could see that being a big possibility. Maybe 30%. 30%. Because, again, Davante probably wants to, of course he wants to be a Raider, but does he really want to play with another rookie quarterback? Does he want to play with Gardner Minshew? He probably has 3 years left maybe. Of course, hopefully he's healthy. Again, there's a lot up in the air, but we haven't heard anything from Davante publicly. So we just got to let it be, and let it be where it may be, and let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. So that's an interesting situation, but in my opinion, we're kind of rebuilding on offense. Or what did Mark Davis say a couple years ago? We're not rebuilding, it's a retool. So I guess we're retooling. And there's some information about Tom Brady, and he's still not completely part owner of the team, or however that works, and I don't even want to think about it. Anytime Patriots come near our fucking team, it just seems like chaos ensues, so I don't want to think about it. What about Richard Seymour? All right. He's a part of the team, and he's advising Mark Davis. Not that I have a problem with him. He likes to play poker. I saw him one time playing poker at an event many years ago. But yeah. So that's my up-to-date Raider information, my Raider knowledge. But I just wanted to make you guys a video and let you know I love y'all, appreciate y'all. And for the people that are dealing with health issues, financial issues, spiritual issues, life issues, pain, struggles. You're awesome. It'll be okay. Just keep grinding. Find that Raider spirit and bounce back, and everything will be fine. And has Josh Jacobs said a thank you, to the Raider Nation yet? I don't know. I'm just wondering. Not that he has to. He doesn't have to say anything. I still love the guy. But I found out, too, that he hooks up with a lot of girls, or possibly cheats on his girlfriend or the woman he lives with. I don't know. And Antonio Pierce was asked a question in a podcast where they said, who would you not want your daughter to date that's on the Raiders? I think it was on the Max Crosby podcast, and he said, Josh Jacobs. So Josh Jacobs is like, I don't know if the term is ladies' man or a player, but what was that, lice or something? I don't know. But Josh Jacobs, be careful. You might get in trouble with if you're fooling around with too many women. Find one good one and then masturbate in the bathroom. It'll be okay for the other girls, or the thought of the other girls. That's what I do. I love you guys. Let me know if there's any stories or subjects you'd like me to speak upon. Please let me know, because my brain can't think of videos to make or things to talk about sometimes. And I don't really have a computer anymore. My technology is just so messed up. So I'm hopefully going to hook up this all-in-one desktop. And hopefully, I've used it to watch games before, but all I can do is stream and talk, like no graphics, no websites, no pictures. But hopefully I can get that going and I can just talk to you guys live. I know I can do it on my phone, but I can't see the words. It's so small. But yeah, let me know what you guys would like me to talk about in another video. And please say hello. And if you consider liking, subscribing, becoming a member of this channel for a few dollars, I know I need to do exclusive content to support you guys as well for supporting me. But in the meantime, if you guys feel like donating, supporting, all the links are down below for my channels. Some merchandise, I believe. And if you would like to buy me a taco or two by becoming a member, that'd be awesome too. I love you guys. Raider Nation for life. And stay happy, stay healthy, stay Raider. And I'll see you as more information becomes available. Better days ahead, guys. And girls. You know what? Like I've said a million times before, we need a porn website with Raider chicks. They're hot. Wearing the Raider gear and come on, Mikey, you're not supposed to talk about stuff like that. Look, I'm a horny old man. I love women. I love Raider women. Get over it.